there, Kira here with a scrapbook layout process video, and this is our second challenge from our Facebook group. And the challenge today is to use something that you should probably get rid of in your stash. Fun, right? So, no surprise here that I'm going to be using some brads. I'm also going to be using these rub-ons. These were like Target dollar spot rub-ons, and I don't know why I bought them because I hate rub-ons. Like, I really, really don't like them. So it's like one of those things like, why would you buy this if you don't even like rub-ons? And why would you keep all of your brads if you don't use brads? So you'll be happy to hear that I will never be using brads ever again, because after this little venture, I trashed them all because I was so tired of them after I did this. So I got this idea from a post that Mary had sent me because I wanted to use these little rub-on dots, and I have these little circle dots too. I think I got those from like a pen pal, and I just haven't used them because I didn't really know how to use them. So I showed Mary what I was going to be using for this layout, and she sent me a post that somebody had done with enamel dots, and I'll try and link it below if I can find it. But basically they had cut a picture out of their die cutting machine and backed the entire thing with a bunch of enamel dots. And let me tell you, enamel dots are a much easier way to go in this situation rather than brads. But you see my completed work right there. So it looks really cool, you know, after I'm all said and done. Like, I'm happy with the effect it gave my layout, but it was a total pain in the ass. And like I said, I tossed my brad, so you'll never be seeing me do this again. But I told Mary, I said it'd be really cool to do this with sequins, because you could just, you know, dot down a bunch of glue and throw some sequins on it and be good. Enamel dots, like the original person did, would be super cool and easy to do. Even backing with like little stickers or something would be neat. Like little puffy stickers would be a neat effect too. But, you know, anything. It would have, I mean, it just gives a really cool effect. So there's my finished title, and I just used like a font I think I found from dafont.com that I had on my computer. I cut it out, you know, sized it how I wanted, cut it out with my Cricut, and then did this painstakingly hard task of putting brads in paper. I tell you, clearly I did not record it, so you guys didn't sit there and watch me do it for like 10 hours. I mean, it didn't take that long, but God, it's just, why? This is why there's no brads in the industry anymore. Like, enamel dots have taken over, and like wood buttons have taken over, because brads suck. They suck, you guys. That's why nobody uses them anymore. So I'm going to scrap this picture of me and my son. We went to the Spitzel, I don't know how you say it. It's the brewery in Shiner, and they brew Shiner beer. And we did a little road trip there on the 10th, I believe is when it was. It was my husband's day off, and that's what he wanted to go do, was go to this brewery. And so we took a little road trip. It was a little bit of a drive to get there, but took a little road trip there. And this was like out in their front lawn area, and the kids were just playing around, running around the grass. And so I wanted to get a few selfies with Jonathan, and he's just, you know, being cute and making cute faces, and I've got like crazy eyes in the background, but I thought it was a cute picture of us. So I am just scrapbooking that. So I already gathered up all of my little pieces that I thought might work. I know I've mentioned this in previous videos that I always kind of gather up a bunch of stuff, and then obviously it gets pared down once I start putting stuff on my layout. But I gather up, some yellow pieces, some teal pieces, and some pink pieces. I realized while I was going through all of my ephemera that I have literally no pieces that are lime green. So that color did not really get added to my layout. That's okay. I really liked this little chipboard globe, which I think is from maybe the Shine collection. But I thought it was cute since it was kind of, a little road trip that day to get out there. And most of the pieces that I use are from Happy Place. God, I feel like I should always look up these collections before I do a voiceover because it's ridiculous. But they had like the right color, like the right shade of pink and the right shade of yellow, and it had some teals in that collection too. So now I'm literally just going through all of the pieces that I have that I had already pulled and seeing what will work. That long strip that you see there, that's just cut off of a paper, and that's from the Poolside collection. And it says warm summer memories are made in sunshine or something like that. I just thought it was cute because we're out in the sun and it's summer and, it goes. And then I put this little tag down here that is from the Schmel Little by Little collection. I got the ephemera pack at Tuesday morning a few days ago. And I don't know, do you guys watch Missy Whitten? I mean, you have to. She's like amazing, right? She always says like in her videos that when she doesn't know what else to add to her layout, she reaches for her thread. So that's when she ends up adding all of her thread to her layouts. And it's just, that when you see a layout that's got thread all over it, it's Missy's layout because she has a very distinct style. And I was thinking about that when I was making this layout, that I typically, when I'm kind of stuck and don't know what else to add, I tend to reach for my baker's twine because that's like my go-to to fill up a space. Okay, I'm just going to put some baker's twine over here, or if I need to bring in a color or something or bring in some black, I tend to always need to bring in a little bit of black because I have black somewhere else in the layout and need to bring it in somewhere else. So that's kind of like my, I don't know what else I should do right now, so let me just add some baker's twine. So I did that. So that ended up on the layout. And then I decided to reach for these Bella Boulevard ephemera pieces. This is from my July Citrus Twist Kit. So I got that word, it says kind, brought in some of kind of that teal color. I also wanted to bring in a little bit more gold because I had gold in that little dart that's up on the R. That has gold in it, so I wanted to bring in a little bit more of that. So I brought in a piece that said happy, that's gold foiled, and then that piece by my son's head that says something about I choose joy or something. Those balloons that you see on the layout right now, they are acetate. And I've said this before on pages that I have a really hard time using acetate. So they didn't end up on the page. After much discussion with Mary, they did not make it. So I adhered everything down, not on camera, and that is my finished layout. Here's some close-ups here, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. But go ahead and find us on Facebook. We're the Create, Craft, Repeat community, and you can play along with this challenge and use up something in your stash that you need to get rid of, and go ahead and post it on the thread on there. So you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye.